The fact is, autocrats and aspiring strongmen have become emboldened around the globe. They're actively subverting democracy. They're undermining hard-won human rights. They're ignoring international law. So for those of us who believe in democracy and the rule of law, this should serve as a wake-up call. Indeed, one of the biggest reasons for democracy's weakening is the profound change that's taken place in how we communicate and consume information. But not all problems we're seeing now are an inevitable byproduct of this new technology. They're also the result of very specific choices made by the companies that have come to dominate the internet generally and social media platforms in particular. And over time, we lose our capacity to distinguish between fact, opinion, and wholesale fiction. Or maybe we just stop caring. And all of us, including our children, learn that if you want to rise above the crowd, above the din, if you want to be liked and shared, and yes, go viral, then peddling controversy, outrage, even hate often gives you an edge. They're also the result of very specific choices made by the companies that have come to dominate the internet generally and social media platforms in particular. In fact, some of the most outrageous content on the web originates from traditional media. Understand, it's not necessary for people to believe this information in order to weaken democratic institutions. You just have to flood a country's public square with enough raw sewage. You just have to raise enough questions, spread enough dirt, plant enough conspiracy theorizing that citizens no longer know what to believe. Once they lose trust in their leaders, in mainstream media, in political institutions, in each other, in the possibility of truth, the game's won. After World War II, after witnessing how mass media and propaganda could fan the flames of hate, we put a framework in place that would ensure our broadcast system was compatible with democracy. We required a certain amount of children's educational programming, instituted the Fairness Doctrine. Newsrooms changed practices to maximize accuracy. And the task before us is harder now. Putin didn't do that. He didn't have to. We did it to ourselves. The handwritten sign was a tool. TV is a tool. The internet is a tool. Social media is a tool. At the end of the day, tools don't control us. We control them.